Welcome to a cheeky part 2, and I know you probably wasn't expecting this, but here we are. We're bringing you the final 4 races of opening round as well. You've already seen 89 points after 4 races, so hopefully we can do better than double it. And we start off in race 5, so Baku, 7 laps, remember. What can we do? So straight into race 5 we go. Baku, remind yourself, print it, put it on a sticky note, write it on your hand. 7 laps of Baku to come. And strategies. Got to be a 2-2-3, I'm thinking, and a 3-2-2 to follow. So, mediums on Alonso, or sorry, softs on Alonso. He's going to be doing 2. Norris on the mediums to start off with, on Cuppa as well. Can we push both cars early through the field? So 3-2-2 with Norris, 2-2-3 with Alonso. We need a good start from Alonso though. He's on the softer tyres. Can he sneak up the inside here? And he can a little bit. And he's up into P19. Going to keep on pushing, because at the minute P16 becomes nearly P15. Keep that race start pushing. Doesn't look like we're going to get any more. Can we get here through P14? We can. Looking at a bit more from Gasly. And we are up to P12. Keep it boosting. And we'll cut down there. So, got as far as we could get. P11 Alonso, P18 Norris. We're going to go slowly backwards, but it's where our power unit saving comes in. We have to manage it the best we can. And at the minute, we're going to try cheeky move on Lewis Hamilton. P11. Going to come into the pits. And we are not going to service, because I'm going to be a pretty chilled 2 laps here. We are going to push a bit more though. And into the pits we will come. Norris hits a straight in P18. And we'll come back for some softs, doing the 3-2-2. Alonso's coming back out. Bit of traffic. Can we make some early moves past these hard tyres? Certainly. Although we're going to do 2 conservative laps with Alonso, because we want to gain that power unit back up for the medium stint. But these are pretty slow in front. Can we just find a room past? Not yet. So continue to look after. Norris coming into the pits from P13. Good work by him as Alonso comes down the straight. And he'll be coming back in for some mediums next time round. So let's push Alonso. I feel like we can push him pretty hard as Norris comes out. We did the late pit a bit too late there. But look at that. Move on. Norris there. Alonso's up to P13. And right behind Esteban Ocon. Or was. So, cut down, move up to P12. Got to gain that power unit back now. Norris can go round again. And he makes a few positions. Look at that, P13 for Norris. Has got a pit again, but that's okay. Alonso doesn't. And we're just going to see if we can make some early moves through the corners. P18 for Alonso. Or was. Does lose that position. Norris in P12. Can we move up and up and up? Good servicing left. That's the good thing. As Norris comes in. Alonso will carry on round. Should get a few pit stoppers here as well. It does. Norris comes back out in a very tidy 18th place. We'll get him straight past though on the softs. And now P15 for Norris. Chasing down Lewis Hamilton and Kevin Magnussen. And we do get P13. So looking good. 1 lap to go. Alonso's up to P17 now. Gotta look after everything a bit more. Hopefully we don't lose a position to K-Mag here. And we don't. But we could get a few cars here. Alonso's lost a position. We wasn't really looking. But we're going to boost him back now. Norris is in P11. Should be able to get Hulkenberg for P10. That would be a good result. There it is, P10. What about Alonso? Broken down car in front. And Esteban Ocon. We try and get past him. Can we sneak it? We can. So Norris P9 in Baku. And Alonso's going to come home in P15. He's gaining on the Mercedes, but can't get there. But it's a very solid race 5. Does start off with a 26-point run, which by all means is a very good point scoring with the setup that we've got. Race 6, Circuit of the Americas in Austin. Decent point scoring so far. Happy with what we've done. We need to make this count as well. Remember, 7 laps again. Let's not get caught out. It's going to be the same sort of strategy. 3-2-2, 2-2-3 is the thinking. Alonso, P24 though. And I want to try a bit of the race start stuff, but I'm going to go Taurus to get that this power unit back, and everyone's favourite cuppa at the minute. And 2-2-3 and a 3-2-2 is what we plan. But can we get Alonso with a sneaky run up the first corner? That would be very nice indeed. Can he stick to the outside? He does at the minute, or the inside I should say. And all of them flow pretty easy through. So early positions can be made, but it's not a massive making at the minute. We are in P18 though. And just trying to get through. Can we get past Sargent? We saved a little bit down there. We're going to get that position back. We're going to cut down. So we're on the softs, we're on the quicker tyre. Let's try and get them through maybe 1 or 2 more corners with a couple more overtakes. There you go. Alonso's not found any ground. That's... oh, look at that for a move by Norris. Oh yes, P12 for Norris now. So I think I'm going to have to definitely go early on Alonso. That's not worked at all. And I think I'm going to go... as Norris goes up the inside, gets P11. Alonso's finding it tough, so I'm going to bring out the mediums. I'm going to push him all the way in. Forgot to move back up Norris, but that's okay. Could do a 3-4 really with Norris, but I don't think that's potentially viable. I mean, it is, but I don't know how quick it would be as Norris gets into P11. Alonso's in. Nobody else is. So that could work to our favour. Nice clear air now to run in. Because we didn't do that very well, but it's okay. Do we go 4 laps on the hards? What are power unit like? 48. I'm going to push this then for hards. I was going to do a 3-2-2, but I'm going to change the strategy. Got Alonso trying to close the pack up. And in comes Norris. So we've risked it here in the hope that we don't have to pit again. And we can push pretty hard as well. Out he comes. P16. Alonso coming through as well. Doing 3 laps, but P20 at the minute. He'll be quick at the end though. Can Norris get through past Piastri? He can. We'll cut back down. We'll probably have our overtaking, or be overtaken here. But can we get any further? Look at that. Hulkenberg goes through us there. We can probably get one more lap out of Alonso here. So I'm going to do that. Definitely do that. We're going to push Norris. See if we can get past Hulkenberg. Not yet. Any pit stops ahead? There is a few pit stops ahead, so we're going to start to push. We want to get past them, and then we can conserve after. First, we've got to get past Nico Hulkenberg, who's been very annoying. So we're going to cut down again. Is he going to pit Nico? Yes, he is. Alonso making moves away. Here comes Norris, trying to get past again. Still can't get past. Look at that for some blocking from Nico Hulkenberg. And we're up to P13 with Norris. A few more positions as well. P12. 34% on the power unit left. As Alonso comes back out. Going to look after him. Can Norris... We're going to still hold because I think we can have a good push last lap here. Alonso's trying to get past on the mediums. But can Norris get done? P12 at the minute for Norris. Can he move forward? And he's in P24. Alonso will push that hard now. Norris looking for a move up the inside of Alonso. P10. That's worked. That strategy has worked a treat. Here comes Alonso struggling to get past Tsunoda. Does now get past and does take Alex Albon as well. Can Norris hang on to P10? That would be a good result. It's going to be difficult though, because here comes Alonso, who gets back past us. And so does Perez. Even though we're boosting, we couldn't make it stick in P10. But we are going to get back in for P11. Or are we? Yes, we are. Lando Norris, P11 here in Austin, with Alonso coming home. P18, that strategy didn't work. But we will take it and move on, because it will be 21 points in Austin. Race 7 in Canada, Montreal. Difficult track last year. Don't envision it to be any different this year, especially when we start near the back. It's almost impossible to work our way through. Can we get a bit of luck with an extra position on qualifying? No. Well, we can. Norris P20. So we'll take that. We'll take some mediums as well. And we're going to run a bit of Gin, I reckon. And Alonso, we're going to do Cuppa. Let's see what happens. We're going to do a 4-4 with Norris. Potentially a 2-stop with Fernando. We'll see how quick he gets up through the field. And here we go. Canada and Montreal. Fast start by Alonso. Will that route... Oh, fast start and he goes backwards. I mean, you've seen it all there. And he doesn't make any ground up whatsoever on that first corner. Or the first few corners. So very difficult start here in Canada. We're still pushing though. And look at that. Norris going up the inside of a fair few of them there. We're going to cut back down. So Alonso has not made any ground whatsoever. That's disappointing. Maybe next time, tomorrow, I'll probably move back to Hamilton maybe. As Norris gets P16. Looking at the back of Tsunoda as well. I'm going to have to bring him in, I think, here. And try and get us out of the way of all these cars around us. There's a few cars on hards, but let's see if we can just at least close the gap. Norris is going to lose a spot. That's okay. As long as we can keep the spots. And here comes Alonso. So Alonso's in. Like I said, we've got to try something different. And this is how you learn on this game. Try something different. Out he comes. What we'll do is we'll close the gap now. We'll absolutely close the gap. Norris loses a position. We'll gain it back though. And you can see Alonso right behind this crew now. We're going to boost Norris on lap 4. We're going to boost Alonso just for this lap, or part of this lap. Get him ahead of a few of these coming out, which we do. The problem we've got is we're going to be pitting the same time as the hard, so we're not going to get past any hard tyre runners unless we'd overtake them. Like so. P20 though. Making moves. Medium and a lot of hard runners in front, so we're only going to be able to match them hard runners. As Norris comes in from P12. Let's push hard then with Alonso for a lap, and we can pit. Out comes Norris in P23, but a lot of hard tyres yet to pit in front of us. We just don't have, though, the power unit availability to push really hard with him at the moment. Alonso down the straight, though, trying to get that back for us. Norris down the straight too. P22. And out comes Alonso. Where's he going to feed out? P17, P18. And Norris P20. So we're going to just hold fire. But Alonso wants to get on with it, and get on with it he will do. P16 for Fernando. It's all about setting ourselves up. We're not in any danger with Alonso at the minute. Norris, not so much. Well, he is now with De Vries. But that's okay. We're going to just look after more. Still some cars pitting. So Alonso, can we get ahead of a few of these? We can. P12 for Alonso. That's good. That hard tyre gets ahead. We won't react too quickly. Going to be the last corner we'll start pushing. I think that's the best time to start pushing here. As we look for a move on Bottas. P11 without even trying. And then now we'll start pushing. We lose the spot, but we should get it back pretty quickly, he says. And there we go, P11. Norris then, let's push. We've probably saved too much power unit here. Probably should have been pitted him, started boosting earlier, but I was too focused on Fernando. He was all over the back of Stroll. Not anymore, P10. Down the straight we go. Can we get any more positions? Last corner, breakdown for Pierre Gasly. Can we steal it? We can, P9. Norris stealing it as well. But it's only going to be P17. Poor strategy, that's my fault on Norris. But it is going to be 24 points in a very difficult Canada track. So, room to improve tomorrow, for sure. Here we go then with race number 8, the last of opening round, and I hope you've learned a fair bit from this already, even on the strategy front. But what do we do here? Did we do a one stop? Do we do an early pit stop? We're going to get Norris from P20, and he can do it, so I'm going to pick it. We're doing it. Hard tyres. I'm going to try dead fast. Why? I don't know. But we're going to use it. We're going to try a 4-4 with Norris today. And potentially a 3-3-2. But I might change that with Alonso. As you usually see, it's all about the learning. And Norris could get a good run up the inside, but he slows. I'm surprised Norris didn't fly off then. He had some good chances for overtakes. Right up the inside. It comes down into the hairpin. It's going to be chaos. But at the minute, P17, P20 is where we sit. Can we get Hulkenberg? We can. What about Zhou Guanyu into the next corner? Yes, we can as well. So good moves from Fernando. And look at that, up to P14. We might as well keep on pushing here. Norris hasn't made any ground at all. Alonso worked it beautifully. And in to P12. So beautiful moves. Norris not really moved up whatsoever, which is very painful to see. On the hards as well. Chances are we could have gotten potentially mediums here. We're going to cut down the straight. It's going to be looking at the point scoring now for Fernando Alonso. He's going to be the one that's bringing us the points home today. We're going to recuperate the power unit with Norris. And we're not going to be able to get another lap with Alonso. So we're going to bring him in. Nice and early. A 2-lap stint to start us off. So we're going to do a 2-3-3 with Fernando. Lando comes around the last corner. And Alonso's got caught out a fair bit here. With the pit exits. And anyone else coming out as well. So we're going to try and get past Piastri. And we can cut that down. So Norris might have a bit of an edge over the two stoppers. As it stands. They're coming in now. Let's try and boost Norris. There's not going to be many two stoppers actually. So we're going to have to just try and close that up a bit. And Alonso's bang there as well to pick up some pieces later on. You could argue he's getting held up by the hard tyre at the minute. I'm going to push that because I want to get him past this hard tyre. Let's boost Norris. Can we get Alonso past? We can now. Conserve down the straight. As always. I'd rather lose a spot and have a couple of % extra to attack with. Norris has got some... I mean, can we go... No, I'm going to have to go hards. Difficult to work out at the minute exactly how we play this. Definitely do 3 laps with Fernando, which is good. In comes Norris. And on goes Fernando Alonso, who moves up to P15. And where's Norris coming out? P22, P21. So can we gain anything back with the one stop? Will we come back at them for any pit stops ahead of us? There's not going to be too many though. As we push Alonso in. Let's push him from there. Make up some serious ground in the corners. And in we'll come. So mediums, last stop for Alonso. Got a component failure behind us. We're going to try and get Norris past De Vries. We can get that done. And we're just going to keep looking after. Got P20 and P19. It's so rough to try and get. No moves there. Alonso under a bit of pressure from Nick De Vries, and he gets through somehow. This rival's not going to be able to do an extra couple of laps on Gasly, so I'm not bothered if he comes by. Let's just time this. And somehow Albon, they seem to get past you and basically hold you back when they go through. But what we got ahead of us, not many pit stops. That's worrying. So it looked like there was a lot more than that. But we'll continue as we are. There's definitely a lot of pieces to pick up tomorrow. Got a lot of breakdowns happening as well. That's going to help us through a fair bit. Let's push Alonso. Let's push Norris. Through the corner in. See if we can pick up now. Any last lap pitters? No. So there used to be some last lap pitters on here. Not this time round. Another learning phase to make. Can Alonso get past Sargent? Yes, he can. Going to cut down. Remember, just trying to look after that power unit a bit. And then we'll push again. And push again there. Can we get one more spot each? Can we get 15th and 18th? That would be ideal. Oh, I just can't get 15th here. Now we can. P15 then for Fernando Alonso. Tough race in Abu Dhabi. Norris is round in P18. So it is only going to be 17 points to finish off. In a very tricky Abu Dhabi track. So plenty to learn in that one. Especially on strategy. That was very tough. But a lot to move forward with either way. Where does that finish us in opening round? Let's have a look. As we continue out, we have a look at the scores. 177 points in for us. We didn't quite make, I don't think, double the points, did we? We weren't far off, actually. Only 1 point from doubling it again. So, yeah, 177 points. 26, 21, 24. And sadly, a 17 point to finish off in Abu Dhabi. So, some new things to try tomorrow in the hope that we can increase them points and maybe get our first ever P1 on F1 Clash 2023. P3 last week, P1 potentially, but let's keep our hope, see what happens, and see you for final round coming tomorrow.